that was already like the worst thing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about my pregnancy, how I experienced it, and my labor story. My pregnancy was awful. How I see it, I started in pain. I was always vomiting. There was days that I wouldn't even eat because nothing would stay. That's normal because some girls don't don't vomit as much and some do. But I would always be sick. I would be sick until everything started the day we were gonna find out the gender reveal of my baby. So we went to the doctor, and I kind of noticed the nurse was like iffy. She kept looking and she kept doing like noises like, I can see it, I can see where it is. So she kept looking at the same spot. But I was like, it's just probably be me. And I was just like, we just got the gender reveal note. We got it in an envelope. So then we left. But she told us that we were supposed to come. We had an appointment a week later. So that Saturday I found out the gender, and I believe I had an appointment. It was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on a Wednesday. So then we went, but we went in another room, and that was already like iffy for me, and I felt like something's gonna happen until they were checking until the doctor came and told me they were gonna send me to get a better ultrasound in San Francisco. So then we were asking why, what was wrong, and they said my baby has something in his face, that it could probably be something that when a skin, or just layers of skin, or it could be a tumor. But they didn't really tell us it was a tumor. The nurses and the doctor were talking about it, and of course you could hear it, and I was listening, and they said, oh, we have to send them it could be a tumor if we don't check in time. So then I remember I was just waiting for that call from San Francisco for them to give me my appointment. I was crying. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. Like, I was always crying. So then they ended up telling me that everything was okay, because I ended up going to San Francisco. They told me everything was okay, and they don't see anything. So then I started getting sick. I remember I went to a party, and Brian didn't go. He just dropped me off with my parents, and I went to the party. And once I got there, I was fine. I was fine that day and that morning, because I went to work. I was just cleaning, and once I got to the party, I remember that I was walking and I was gonna get tacos, and I got a pain down there that was awful. I couldn't even walk. I didn't even want to close my legs. I didn't want to move. And I was a whole day at the party with pain down there until like I went to the restroom with my sister, and I got a contraction that was like awful, and I was like, oh my god. And my sister was like, are you okay? You want me to go call my mom? And I was like, no, I'm okay. Until we left home, and I was like, I have to go home. I don't feel good. So then home, it was 11. I still have the pain. It was 12. It was 1 until my dad and my mom decided to take me to the doctor at 2 in the morning, because I had the pain since 6 in the afternoon. So then they checked me, and I wasn't dilated either. And then they were I was having contractions, but they were worried, but not as worried because I wasn't dilated, so they didn't think that the baby was gonna come. But they had told me that I had to be in bed rest, because it wasn't normal that I was getting so many contractions and so much pain. So then, what's wrong? So then that happened. Then I think I got sick. I couldn't eat again. I think I was 6 months, 7 months. No, I was like 7 months. And I got sick. I couldn't eat. I would throw up and I would throw up. And there was like for a whole week I didn't eat. I was just taking my prenatals and I would just like eat something, but I would throw it up right away until we went to the hospital and told me I had a fever. They gave me, they put me the IV. They put me, they just had me on watch to see everything was okay. What's wrong? Are you tired? Yeah, I know you're tired. I know, Papas. There's Mickey Mouse. I know you like watching Mickey Mouse. So then, that happened. It was just towards the end. I started getting high blood pressure, low blood pressure. I started feeling really bad. I felt really sick. And then, my kidneys, they said I was throwing too much, protein. So they had to check my kidneys. And they still are, that I was throwing too much protein, and that they had to check I had preeclampsia, and I did. I had preeclampsia. They checked towards the end, and they just had me going to a doctor. Here, Chupon. So yeah, they had me checking myself if I had bubbles in my pee. That means that's protein in your urine. That was pretty much it. Then my labor was awful. It was the worst. My due date was September 22. I remember that my due date was on a Sunday, and I went to a party on Saturday because I couldn't be home alone. My husband worked night shift, so I had to be with someone. Everyone was going to that party, and my parents weren't home either. Oh no. Okay, so then I went because I was having a lot of pain. The same pain that I got, I was having pain down there. I was going out the party. I couldn't walk. I was getting contractions. It was just really awful until I went home, and my husband was telling me, how are you doing? I told him that I was okay. I was just having pain down there. So he says, I'm gonna go home and we're gonna go out to the hospital. And I was like, no. And I was like, no, I'm okay. And then he goes, no, I don't care what you say. I'm gonna take you. So then I was like, I guess I don't have no say in it. I went to check if I was dilated, and no, I wasn't dilated. But they started checking the baby. And, they gave me an ultrasound. And they noticed I had a lot of water. And I knew that I did, because every time I would go to doctors, they would check me if my water was okay. But I guess it went up. And you wanna come? Ben. Yeah, I know, Ben. Come on. I know, come on. He just wants to come in the video, look. Huh? You just want to come in the video? Oh, we know you. You like cameras. Why you look scared, my boy? Okay, so then, and then they told me that they were gonna induce me. Because I had too much water, and it was dangerous for my water bag to break at home. They induced me. They did to me a lot of things. They put me medicine down there so I could open. Nothing. I didn't dilate. Did they gave me a balloon that I don't even know. It didn't work either. And it was this medicine had to last 12 hours. Ended up lasting 11 hours because one of my water bags broke because I had two. That's why I had too much water. So then what's it called? It broke on the 11th hour. So they took out the medicine and checked if I was dilated and told me that I was dilated. Believe it was 3. It was 3 hours passed. That's when I asked for the epidural. And I think I was dilated. Supposedly I was 4. Until hours passed. They had put medicine. I had the IV that induced me. They were moving me side to side. They gave me a peanut, and I had the epidural, so I was like on top, and I couldn't even feel my legs, and I couldn't even move. I couldn't even eat. I didn't eat for like 3 days. I drink water. I had to beg my nurses to give me juice or something because I was dying, but now I know why. Why they couldn't give me anything. I just want to be picked up, huh? So then, I have a cut, so he's turning me out. Okay, so the hours passed, and it told me I was dilated at 7. This nurse comes, checks, and she said I was dilated at 7. I remember she got this tube. It was like this long. It was yellow or orange, and she stuck it in there and popped another bag. She said it was gonna make me dilate faster because I was already 7. And we asked her, is it dangerous? And she said no. So then the next morning, my doctor comes. My doctor checks me. You're dilated at 4. And then I don't know why the computer says you're dilated at 7. So then that's where everything started complications. I was in pain. I was in pain because I wasn't getting induced, and even though I had a epidural, I could still feel the pain. I was hungry until it was like midnight already, and it was my second day. Nothing until the nurse came, and we got mad because she should have never never popped my water bag. There was times that I didn't even know. I would fall asleep, and I see my mom on the side, and then the other side I see a nurse. She would tell me to wake up and breathe, because there was moments that I will forget to breathe. So they ended up giving me oxygen because it was bad. What's it called? What else? Oh yeah, so then it was at night. I could hear girls having their babies, and I just would pray that I just wanted to have my baby already. I was like in pain until the nurses came, and then she says, I have to calm down because I'm stressing the baby out. And he doesn't want to come out. He's already going up, not going down no more, how he was supposed to. So then they picked up my bed like a chair. That was pain. Like, the way I see it, it was awful because I was on the epidural. No, I didn't have the epidural no more. They had took it off because the nurse came and she goes, we need to do an emergency C-section because you're infected. Your placenta's infected, and your baby could get could get sick. So then they said they were gonna give me 1 more hour because I was already supposedly dilated at 8. That's the last time I heard. That's the last number that I heard. The dilated at 8. I don't even know if I was, because I don't even know no more, because they were saying too much numbers that at the end I didn't believe in none of them. We're gonna give you an hour for emergency section. I didn't to keep in mind that I was induced, so I had no epidural no more, and I felt the pain, like I wanted to go bathroom. So just imagine getting induced. That's awful right there. And then telling you need a C-section, because that lady popped my water bag when it wasn't supposed to be popped. Like, this would have never happened if she would have listened to the doctor and said not to pop it, because I was already with the fever. I couldn't breathe. It was bad until I was just waiting for my C-section. I was just waiting, and I was praying for them to like hurry up, because the pain was really bad, because I still had the IV on, so they still had like a little chance that I would dilate, but I didn't, until she says, oh, we need to wait because a girl with twins is having her baby and it's dangerous for them, so we're gonna do surgery on her first. That was like, how much is it gonna take? And she goes, max 30 minutes. I was like, okay. Those 30 minutes ended up being 3 hours. 3 hours, and I ended up having my baby at 3:45. And they had told me about the C-section at 11. So it was already pretty bad. And then when I had my baby, I went to a room and I had my baby. I was doing skin to skin. I remember I was feeding him, and the doctor comes and tells me that my baby might be infected, because I was pretty sick. The fever for a whole day, so they had to check him. So they took him away, and I didn't see, because I was in the hospital for a whole week. I didn't see him for 2 days because I had a fever, so they didn't let me see him. That was already pretty bad. He was in NICU. When it was for me time to leave, they told me that I had to keep him at the hospital because he was still sick. So I had to leave home without him. And that was already like the worst thing, because I never imagined leaving without my baby. Yeah, I know you're gonna cry already. Yeah, I know. You want chupo? I know you want chupo. I know you do. Yeah, I know. So that's my pregnancy and labor story. It was pretty bad, but it was all worth it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and comment what kind of videos you guys want me to do. Thank you guys for watching.